everyone, peopledud here, and welcome back for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So in the last episode, we've pretty much found out who the killer is, and who ordered the killer to do it. So in this episode, we're going to be going in for one huge wild goose chase, which I'm probably going to have to cut this video into two parts as well. Actually, maybe even three. But who knows. This is it. Judgment Day. No kidding. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Ah! What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess this shock has been worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's right. Von Karma's stun gunned us with 600,000 volts of electricity.
Anyhow, today's trial's the last day. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking as glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing?
Sorry. I thought I'd just cheer you up around the back.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge?
Right, good idea.
Try not to electrocute anyone in your way, though. On your way out. Whoa, pal! And what's got into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As I promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. That has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Not after I look at my court record real quick. Water is delicious. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on. Don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well. Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop's caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony.
I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. But I mean, I need one of them motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as it is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yenny Yogi. You're Yenny Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep. Seems like I did.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with the incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old cogger's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue.
How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That is why you took revenge on them, right?
Please, don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Why don't I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now, over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said that he has nothing to do with this case, and no motive. Both of these statements are all lies!
Order! Order!
Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor.
Ho ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he?
Don't play dumb, you dick. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Gregory Edgeworth. His name is Yenny Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi. That name seems familiar. Oh! Yenny Yogi, from the Deal 6 incident. I thought the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yenny Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat, once more, that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now. And I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you gonna prove it? How are you gonna prove that he's even a yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with this stuff, actually. Yup.
What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No.
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. No. I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one else who can testify to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we gonna do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief.
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine the parrot?
What is it, Nick? No. You're not going to.
Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up?
On his proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. You heard that sound, right? That smack? Yeah, that was the facepalm. Sad thing is, I think it worked. I think this will work.
Order! Well,
What do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
need to even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have the right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you are so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, ring in the parrot. God, we're doing this. We're doing this. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem. Very well. Witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us.
Hello? Hello? Rah!
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right.
What are you gonna do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTubes, you're witnessing me cross-examining a parrot. Witness! You can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right. Well, what do I say?
Remember, 2 days ago.
Polly! Polly! Have we forgotten something? Rah! Don't forget DL6! Rah!
I can get Polly to say that here. That will prove that the caretaker has something to do with Deal 6.
Polly! Have we forgotten something? Hello? Hello? Rah! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright.
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Oh, shit.
I guess we should try to get some information out of him. We need to show the judge that is Mr. Yogi.
What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say that number of the safe.
Huh? Safe? Why that?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what's the number of the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you are claiming that the number has something to do with the caretaker.
Actually... it kinda does.
Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Take that! The Deal 6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case?
Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to that safe number? It's on the case summary page. The case summary. Specifically, the date on which Deal 6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ugh! He used the date of the Deal 6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number to 20001 because I'm number 1.
Oh, thanks for the free money. I need to pay this month's rent anyway.
That has nothing to do with the date. Nothing.
Indeed. Although it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right.
But what?
Very well, witness. You may continue. Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name? Polly.
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity? Yes, it does. Oh!
Ah, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is the Deal 6 case file. The Deal 6 case file?
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us, or stop wasting our time.
Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name? It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible.
Bah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old.
That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence, that's all.
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name.
Wait! The witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay.
Whoa! Hello.
I've accomplished what I want to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, Let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Order! Yanni Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death.
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent. Get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really. But he didn't believe me. We won the trial. But I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought that this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge at Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment! Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Von Karma, where's Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
Innocent. In this case, at least.
very well. The defendant, will the defendant please take the stand? There are few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of the suspicion of this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it.
Why is Von Karma not saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
Confetti!
That is all. This court is adjourned. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait. But that means... No. Edgeworth! Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess! He's going to say he's guilty! He's going to tell them that he was the murderer of the Peel 6 incident! He's going to tell them that he killed his own dad!
Uh-oh, what do I do? As much as it pains me, I have to link to Edgeworth. Because remember, this happened in the last trial. No, I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard. This isn't my place to interfere.
Nick, are you sure?
There's nothing we can do about it. This is his problem now. For 15 years, I've had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. The Anayogi wasn't the killer. You mean the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for the DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for the crime of 15 years ago.
I think I would like to have a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your efforts.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, pal. I mean, you killed your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy! Just crazy!
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? You just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in the court record. In any case, tighten your belt. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right.